All of the guitar tones you just heard in that opening number were run through this pedal right here, the Walrus Fundamental Drive. Not only is this thing super versatile, but the sound quality is fantastic. It's been living on my board for the last couple years, so you know it's durable. And best of all, it's under $100, which makes it sound even better. We're going to talk all about this Walrus Fundamental Drive, and why, if you had to buy only one drive, you should buy this one. And we might talk a little bit about some of the other Walrus pedals in the Fundamental series also. I don't know. We'll see. Come on, let's take a look. Okay, so before I put this back on the pedal board, let's talk about the pedal. You can see it's got 3 sliders instead of knobs. That's pretty cool.
But in reality, the slider is very complex. White Castle created the slider with a less is more mentality.
And the sliders themselves have that little walrus logo on there. Makes it kind of nicey nice. After all, Walrus Audio is a boutique brand. They're an American company. I think they're located in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. OKC, the heart of America. This pedal can't be more American. Even though a walrus is not native to North America, as far as I know. The North American walrus. That's not a thing, is it? Anywho, so the sliders look cool. What I love about them is when you look down, you can immediately see where your settings are at. Where sometimes with a knob, it's hard to tell. And what are those sliders? You have gain, tone, and volume, and they're exactly what you would expect. The gain increases the amount of drive or overdrive. The tone is basically a high cut. All right, so if you turn it all the way up, you get maximum high end, and as you turn it down, it cuts the high end. But you'll hear all that when we do a little tone sampling here. And then the volume is the volume. And then we have this little toggle, and this is what makes it really versatile. Well, as Walrus describes it, the Fundamental Drive is a versatile overdrive that allows for a wide range of tones thanks to its 3-mode switch. This is the perfect tool at the front of your chain to set the tone for your whole rig. Wow. It's a lot of responsibility. So, the slide switch. Smooth is a classic soft clipping silicone, clean and smooth. The crunch setting has a silicone soft clipping with added hard clipping silicone diodes and a slight low end boost. Crunchy and edgy. In the bright mode, we have silicone soft and hard clipping from the crunch mode, but with a pre-clipping low-end cut. So I find that that mode is really good for if you're using your neck pickup. So those are the 3 modes. What do you say I put this back on my board and let's try it out. So according to Walrus, they didn't emulate any particular, or they weren't trying to copy any particular overdrives when they were designing this. Rather, they were just kind of making something that sounds good. Because that's what they do over there at Walrus Audio.
Walrus make all different kinds of unique vocalizations.
So it's back on the board. I'm playing my CP Thornton HTL2, homage to Leo, with Nootka cedar body and harmonic design pickups. We have Vintage Plus single coils in these positions, but in the bridge we have their P90. They're in the shape of a Strat single coil. So let's start off in the smooth setting. So we're going to start off in the smooth setting. I got the gain all the way down, the tone at in the middle, or at noon, if you will. And the volume is a little past noon, so maybe at, I'm going to use percentage. If it's in the middle, it's 50%. So this is going to be at maybe 55, 60%. Volume's at 60%. So I got the guitar running through the pedal board, and the pedal board is running through a Rev G20. And we're going direct out of that using the 2-Notes Torpedo amp and speaker emulator. And that's going into my Focusrite audio thing, and it's going right into Logic. So here's a clean tone. That's the neck pickup. Here's the bridge pickup. Drive. I'm going to turn that tone all the way up. So in the smooth setting with the gain all the way down, it has a very sort of edge of breakup sort of character, where it's pretty clean with the light touch. But it sounds like rock and roll when you dig in. We're still on the smooth setting. I'm going to bring the gain up to about halfway. Turn that gain all the way up. So even with the gain all the way up, it cleans up pretty well. I'm going to pull that gain back to about half again. Let's see how well it cleans up with the gain at 50%. Sounds great. All right, let's go into the crunch mode and check that out. Starting off with the gain all the way down, the tone at 50%, and the volume at about 60%. You turn the tone up. We got the tone all the way up here. Let's turn that gain up to about half. Got the gain at 50%, the tone at about 65%, and the volume at 60%. Has a pretty fair amount of gain. It's not an ultra high gain or anything. But it's thick. I love it. Let's turn that tone all the way up. So we got the gain and the tone all the way up. Volume still at 60%. Let's check out the bright mode. Got the gain set at 50%, the tone at about 70%, and the volume still at 60%. I really like how it sounds when you back off the volume. Pull the gain back a little bit. Got the gain at about 25% now. That sounds nice. Let's turn the gain all the way up. And so I got the gain all the way up. Tone is at 50%. Volume still at 60%. So I'm back on the crunch setting. Got the gain and the tone at about 55%. Volume's at 60%. And I also have a little bit of chorus and delay going on too. So the Fundamental series has been out for a while, and it's Walrus Audio's entry level into their boutique pedal world. And when they came out, I bought all of them just to check them out. Since then, they came out with one addition to the series, which is the ambient pedal. I haven't tried that one out, but I tried all the other ones. And the ones that have survived and have been living on my pedal board is the drive, the tremolo, the chorus, the delay, and the reverb. They all sound great. And the chorus, delay, and reverb, I run through the effects loops of my amps, and they sound fantastic through that. And I haven't had any issue with these Walrus pedals. If you're on a budget and can only afford one pedal, well, this is the pedal to get, because it's like getting 3 pedals all in one, and it's under $100. But that's the board I use most of the time right here. We got the drive, we got a secret preamp, we got the Walrus Fundamental Trim, chorus, delay, and reverb, and then a Chennai big one designed by Lee Jackson. And that's sitting on top of a D'Addario expandable pedal board that comes pre-velcroed.
Wow!
And it's powered by a Chalks DC-10 power supply. Because it's the best.
Love it.
Well, that's all about my Walrus Drive in a nutshell. Do you have experience with the Walrus Fundamental pedals? Have you tried the drive? Do you like the drive? Do you need a drive? Pick up this drive. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to Ray Plays Guitar, hit that notification bell, but most of all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.